Hello, hello, good morning. Happy Sunday to you. I hope it was a good week. If not, that's okay. That week is dead to us. Welcome to my live stream. It is Sunday, as I said. My name is Alicia Lott. This is our chance to body double together, whatever you'd like to call it, journal together, feel good, feel ready for the coming week. We are going to plan together. We're going to do some journaling prompts. We are going to start to reformat our brains a little bit and, and just feel like, yeah, I can do things this week. It's going to be a little bit better than last week. That is the goal. All right. So we've got Miss Ellen Cass in the chat. Yes, how are you? Yes, I hope you had a good Sunday or having a good Sunday. And I hope you had a decent week. It's like, you have to kind of compare, like, well, maybe it wasn't so bad. Like, it was all right. Okay, so feeling the need to adjust a little bit and just tweak some things. Okay, I understand now. It's like, and that's something that we will be journaling about a little bit. Just kind of thinking about, how to kind of, what do I want to say? How to, rethink things and make the best of what we have and work on, just a little bit of adjustment rather than just giving up altogether. So that's what we're working on today. All right. Yeah. I quit too soon as well, and I don't like that. It's important to. I mean, sometimes you have to know when to quit. Sometimes I'm not going to say never quit on anything, but I think some things, if it's something that you really want deep down and you're quitting on it, or if it's something that deep down is good for you and that you need to continue with, that's the thing. It's like, well, how can I continue when it's like I just feel like all the odds are stacked against me and I feel like everything is just going haywire. Like, how do I continue in those situations even when I want to? We'll think about that today. Not that I'm not saying I have all the answers, but we're gonna work on it. We're gonna start to think about stuff. I think sometimes. So, all right, let's see. What do we have? Yes. All right. So Ellen, I'm right there with you. We're gonna think about why we do that. I think it's important to, when we when we find ourselves just quitting again and again and again, there's something going on there. So we need to, just keep plugging away, trying to figure that out. All right, we've got nursing games. Good morning to you. Yes. All right. I hope it was a good week. Kind of decent. I hope it was. I hope it was all right. That's what we are hoping for. It's just something that we could look back on and feel decent about. That's what we're going for. Yes. Okay. So good morning. It was good to see you. Thank you. Yes. All right. And I give you ladies a hug, by the way. I always like to, just send the love to you and send the thanks for being here as well. So I appreciate you. All right. We're gonna move on. We're gonna, get started. All right. Yes. So Ellen and I, we're going through having to adjust and figure out what is going on, why we are quitting things. So if anyone would feel free to share in the comments, in the chat, how you're doing. How was last week? I don't know, man. Last week for me it was okay. I've been on the job search and I had 3 interviews last week, and 2 of them, well, actually, I'd say all 3 of them had certain aspects that were very important about the job that were omitted from the job description. So it was a very um, kind of disappointing because yeah, I would speak to the recruiter or the hiring managers, and they'd be like, "Oh, by the way," and I'd be like, "What? this was not mentioned." And it was something that kind of was like a deal breaker for me. So that's a little disappointing, but I do feel as though interview skills are better for me. So that, and all of those were practice for me. I could look at it that way. So yeah, it was all right. Last week has been survived. That is what, that's all we can say. Sometimes it's like, we're alive. It's Sunday. Last week is over and we don't have to think about it anymore. Yes, I love that. All right, let's move on here. Okay, so the order of business today, is we're going to gather our gear for journaling, and then we're going to do some breathing. We're going to do a brain dump, and then, dang it, I keep forgetting to add the second brain dump to my slide, but there is going to be another one. So we will do a brain dump for 5 minutes, and then we will do some journaling prompts, and then we will do another brain dump for 5 minutes because your mind's different now, right? And then we will take a break, and we will do some quiet journaling time. All right, so I want to get started because I want to give you guys as much journaling time as possible. So your gear, yes, this is what I'm working with now, but I mean, if you're just getting started journaling, please just have a pen and a notebook, and that is cool, okay? Don't stress about this. This is not a thing, all right? But yes, I have my journal, I have my pens, I have some highlighters, I have correction tape. Okay, I got a ruler. I'm like physically touching each thing to make sure I have it. I have a pencil. I have my calendar stamp over here with the correct month and ink. And I have most of my survival gear, my coffee, my lip balm. So I feel good. All right, I hope you guys are feeling good about your supplies right now. And now that we have all our stuff and we're seated comfortably, I hope we are now going to this music. All right, we are now going to take a moment and breathe. All right, it just feels good to kind of feel a little more grounded physically where you are. So I do like to take a couple of moments and just, breathe it out. All right, so go ahead and close your eyes. Okay, and you're going to take a nice deep cleansing breath in through the nose. I try to sound like I know what I'm talking about here. I don't. In through the nose. Hold it. Then out through the mouth. And another in through the nose. Okay, hold it. And out through the mouth. All right, one more. In through the nose, feel your diaphragm or whatever. Your diaphragm. You're filling up with air. Hold it. And out through the mouth. Nursing geek, I should have it's the diaphragm, yeah. All right, and now, yes, keep your eyes closed. Go ahead and feel free to breathe normally. Do what you do. And I'm going to ask you, now that you are in this more relaxed state, I hope, what do you want? Okay, what is calling to you in your soul? What do you want? What do you want for your life? What do you want for this week? What are your intentions for the week? I'm trying to ask more deep things, but what do you want for breakfast? What do you want What do you want for your exercise regimen? Do you want to be outdoors this week? Hmm. Okay. All right. So keep that in your mind. Whatever, Usually whatever the first thing that pops into your mind is the most accurate, right? So keep that in your mind as we go through our journaling session today. Ah, all right. And let's see what's going on in the chat. Yes. Okay. So, Miss Ellen. All right. Oh my gosh. Wait. That's what there's. Oh, Miss Ellen. Okay. Well, I mean, if you needed to cheer yourself up, I totally get that. It sounds well. When I was asking, well, how was your week was a week. So it was very dramatic. I'm so sorry. All right. So I hope you are feeling okay at this moment. I hope, I just always send good thoughts to you, and I hope you're doing all right. And I just thank you for being here because it sounds as though it's been quite an ordeal. So yeah, we are thinking about you, and I hope you're starting to be on the upswing of feeling okay. Yes. So no, I don't like to hear that, Miss Ellen. I'm sorry. Yeah. Yeah. Let's send some love to Miss Ellen. Ellen Cash. All right. And then yes. Thank you, because I was struggling with the body parts. Yes. Oh, yes. You needed that. You needed that shopping therapy, Miss Ellen. Yes. Good call out there. Oh my gosh. Yeah. No, we needed that. We needed some good love and thoughts from Miss Ellen. All right. Hello, Rage. Hello, Miss Lieutenant. It is good to see you. All right. I hope you're having a good ish week, or had a good week, and a good Sunday. And yeah. All right. Hello. And yes, thank you for saying hello. All right. Send all the good thoughts and hugs and well, as much happiness as we can send. It sounds like we've all had kind of a interesting week. So yes. All right, you guys. Oh yes. Some good sunflowers from Miss Ellen. I love it. Yes. All right, you guys. Well, we will send Miss Ellen more hugs, and I want to just make sure that we're providing this good environment for us, all of us, but focusing on Miss Ellen right now, to start to get a little bit better and have a good week. That's what we want, right? So thank you. Oh, what? Okay, she's a designer. What kind of dress is it gonna be? Is it gonna be a wrap dress? I'm obsessed with those now. I don't know why. Diane von Furstenberg. Yes. Okay. All right, y'all. Yes. Aw. Okay. All right, you guys. So yes, I hope we have firmly in our minds what we want going forward into the future. For me, it just kind of shifts so much, but I think the main core things are there. But yes, it's sometimes just knowing how to get there is the challenge. So yes, all right, we're gonna think about these, and now we're gonna take 5 minutes, and I will let you know when the 5 minutes are up. So we're going to take that time to do a little brain dump. We're going to write everything you want to do this week, or if you think of something generally that you want to do, that's cool, but hopefully you will remember to hold on to that, because I know myself, I don't always look back in my journal, which I thought about just setting aside some time to do that. That would be cool. All right, so I'm going to start our 5 minutes of journaling. Okay. And, ooh, perfect. Okay, so 20 after the hour is when we'll stop. Write everything down in your brain for 5 minutes. That might be great. All right, we have about 1 minute and 5 seconds left in this brain dump time. Dump it out. Excuse me. No, I should have muted that. I'm sorry. Okay, that was our 5 minutes of brain dumping time. I hope that started to clear your mind out a little bit. I see we have, all right, we have the evolving bloom. Oh my gosh, I love this. A flower blooming. Yes, so mutual love for this. I love the name. This is lovely. All right, welcome. It's good to see you here, and I hope this is helpful for you and on your journaling planning journey today. And yes, just I send you a hug. I'm so happy to have beautiful flower names in front of me. This is thank you. All right. Yes, and back to you as well. This is lovely. Just giving us all of this beautiful positive energy, just coming in here, just all right, I see you. Thank you very much. And blessings and success to you as well. Lovely. All right. I sprinkle you. All right, thank you. Oh my God. Yes, Miss Lieutenant. All right, well, all right. I'm just gonna, but yes, happy Sunday. Happy Sunday to the evolving bloom. All right. Yes, thank you, Miss Ellen. I love that everyone's like, just pouring all of this good energy up to each other. I just can't deal with it. I can't deal with you guys. It's so much. I love it. All right. I'm going to. Okay. So our theme today is adjust. Don't quit. Although I say that, but if you need to quit, then quit. But I guess my theme is adjust if you feel that you need to adjust. There, and I'm gonna just leave it at that. So we are going to work on 5 journaling prompts related to adjusting and not quitting something that is very important to you and that would be beneficial for you. So first journaling prompt is going to be, what went sideways, slantways, I can't even talk, upside down, inside out last week, and what can I adjust instead of just kind of having that negative talk and beating myself up about it. Okay. What can I just start to think of in a different way? Maybe it's more that I am practicing. That's right, everything is practice to me now. So yeah, maybe it's something where you could just look at it and say, I learned something and now I can move on. All right. So I'm going to give us another 5 minutes to work on this prompt. All right, actually it'll be closer to 6 because I'm going to start right now, and then we will go until 10:30 Eastern time, so half past the hour. Okay. All right, so think about this. What went not as planned last week, and what can I adjust? Okay, we have about 1 minute left in this journaling prompt. Hmm. Okay. All right. That was our 5 minutes. Or actually, I gave you a little extra for that, but I hope. Okay, so now we're starting to think about ways we can be a little nicer to ourselves. I hope. uh, everyone's gonna have a crappy week, and it's all about how you bounce back from the yuckiness and start to be a little nicer to yourself. So now we are going to ask ourselves, what is feeling harder than it needs to be right now? What is something that doesn't seem like it should be that difficult, but somehow it just ends up becoming much more challenging than you thought it was going to be? And it didn't have to be that way. So, what is feeling harder than it needs to be right now, and why? So, yeah, I want you to kind of, just think about maybe ways that certain things could have been handled a little bit differently, or maybe reactions to things could have been a little bit better. So we're gonna ponder that for another 5 minutes, Yes, I feel those pens, the pens working as we're getting into, just starting to think about how we can not quit on ourselves and not beat ourselves up when we have challenges, right? Okay, so I'm gonna give us another 5. So we'll go until, I think it's 37 after the hour. Yeah. Okay, for this prompt, we have about a minute and 30 seconds left. All right, that was our 5 minutes for that prompt. Hmm. So, yes, something in your life that is just kind of eating away at you and just feeling a lot more just extra challenging, more just more than it needs to be right now. So I hope wrote down what that is. You can start to adjust for that. And now our next prompt is going to be, where am I ready to give up completely, and when I really just need to try something different, to have a different plan of attack. So, hmm, Hmm, you probably already know what that is. That's probably something, that's been floating around in your mind. I know I have a couple of things that it's like, I don't have to give up on that. I could just do something different. So maybe this is a chance to kind of brainstorm some different ideas for that as well, and start to, just put together a couple of different plans and different ways you can handle that. So I'm gonna give you another 5 minutes to think about that. And we are moving right along with these prompts here, I think. Let's see. All right. We have, where are we? So this is number 3 out of 5. And so we're moving right along. All right. And we will go until, let's say, 10:45 Eastern. time got away from me a little bit. We have 30 seconds left in. Actually, no, we have a little bit more time. I'm going to give us a little bit more. Let's say 1 minute left. Yay! Beautiful job on that prompt. I know that's kind of difficult to admit defeat on something and then say, well, no, I'm gonna give it another try, just in a different way, you know? So that can be kind of challenging because maybe you've already mentally checked out of that thing. I know that's definitely possible. So all right, it's giving you something to think about. And I see we have all right, J2 Gar. J2 Gar. I hope I'm saying that correctly. And I love it. All right. So hello, welcome. Yes, welcome to our journaling time. This is, we're getting to the heart of why we want to quit something and thinking about ways that we can maybe pivot or adjust and not quit. That is the goal. We want, if it's something that we really want deep down, we want to, give ourselves the best chance to continue. So that's what we're doing. Yeah. All right, I have another prompt for you. So our next prompt is going to be what actually worked for me last week, even if it's just a little bit. If you felt any sort of success or progress in that moment last week, what was it and why did it work? And that way we can start to think about how we can translate that into other things, right? So I will give us 5 minutes to work on that. Okay. And so we will go until the math is not mathing until 52 minutes after the hour. All right. Okay, we have 1 minute and 30 seconds in our prompt. This prompt, yes. Okay. All right. That was our 5 minutes for that prompt. And I see we have Miss Budgeting Mama is here. Hello. Welcome. Yeah, so you are right on time. We are getting through our prompts here. I love it. I hope you had a good what am I saying? Good Sunday, good day today so far, and also a good week. I hope the week is, it treated you all right. We were just thinking about different ways we can avoid quitting tasks that are maybe overwhelming or that are just a struggle. So I wrote down for this prompt, I wrote different things that I did well or that went better than I had planned, because I actually prepared in advance for them. Imagine that. Which is not something that I like to do because ADHD, that we tend to like to just do things at the last minute. Because you get that adrenaline rush and then things turn out better. Boy, in college, everything was just last minute papers, everything, and I would get A's, and it would be beautiful. So I was rewarded for doing things at the last minute. So preparing for things is an odd feeling, but much less stressful. So that is nice. All right. So our next prompt is, what would a more realistic version of this week, this coming week, look like? Okay, so I know you might have all these big plans and big ideas for the week, which, nothing wrong with that, but at the same time, they may not be the most realistic thing either. So yes, maybe think about something that might be a little bit more manageable, for this coming week. All right. So yes. All right. Hello, ladies. Oh, thank you so much for being here. All right. So I am going to give you another 5 minutes, and then I believe, because I can never count during, I'm going to give you this prompt, and then we'll have a brain dump, and then we will highlight some things if you have highlighters, and then we'll do a 5 minute break. All right. So we're moving along. All right. 5 minutes. We will go until the top of the hour. Okay, we for this prompt we have about a minute and 5 seconds. All right, that was our 5 minutes. Uh, I'm laughing at myself because I'm looking down at what I wrote, and I think it is the complete opposite of being realistic. It's super structured and doesn't sound very realistic at all, but it's nice. So I'm gonna revisit that prompt myself. Sometimes you have to do that. All right, but in the meantime, that was actually our last prompt, and now I'm going to give us 5 minutes to do a brain dump. Uh, and so now we are going to just expand on things that we wrote before. And if there are any prompts that you need to revisit, this might be a good time as well. So, yeah, just think about if anything has changed between the time you started writing and right now. So, all right, I'm going to give us another 5 minutes for that. Ah, okay, so we will go until 6 minutes after the hour. Okay, we have about a minute and 15 seconds of the brain dump. Very good. All right. Feeling hopefully a little more mentally refreshed. Yes, so that was our 5 minutes for just some brain dumping, getting everything you can out onto the page. And now we are going to take everything that we wrote, which I'm sure we have written a lot, and I want you to either take a highlighter or underline anything that you wrote down that jumps out at you. That is something that, yes, that's a great idea. I want to do that thing. Okay, that is what we are doing right now. So I'm going to give us 3 minutes for that, and a go. We will go until 10 minutes after the hour. Okay, we have about 15 seconds left. No, okay, mid-thought. All right, very good. Okay, so that was our 3 minutes. We've gotten some things kind of highlighted. We feel, maybe a little bit more mentally organized and prepared for the week to come. I hope a little bit more sure about where our goals are, where we're going. All right, so now I'm going to give us a 5 minute break. I'm sure you're like, okay, thank you, finally. And we will get up and stretch our legs and just kind of maybe if you have a furry friend or a human friend around, get a hug, get a little cuddle, dance it out. And I will be back in 5 minutes. And yes, make sure you get some water as well, which I will do. All right, I will see you in 5 minutes. Oh, yes, we are back from our 5 minute break. I hope you've got your water, you've got all your survival gear, as I call it, near you on your writing surface. You've got your water, you've got some coffee or tea, maybe. You've got all your pens and everything around you. You are ready to go. In theory, right? Yes. So, all right. So, but all in all, I just hope it was a good break for you. We are going to come back, and now it is going to be just quiet journaling time. I'm going to show you my lovely clean journal right now, and we are going to just I'm going to set up my weekly spread in my bullet journal, and you are welcome to do that along with me. Or maybe you want to revisit one of the journaling prompts and do that. It is your time, your show, whatever feels best for you today. So, all right, I'm going to here, I'll make these bigger. Okay, and then it's just gonna be some quiet time. Yeah, all right, maybe. Okay. Ah, all right, so we are going to go until let's say 3 or 4 minutes before the next hour. Um, so approximately, I don't want to do math. So I'm gonna say, let's say 40 minutes. Let's say 40 minutes. All right. I lost my voice for a second. Bye, Nursing Week. Thank you for coming. Have a good week. Yes. And everyone, I'm going to give us another 3 minutes uh, of quiet journaling time. I feel so refreshed right now. Yes. I hope you do too. All right. I'm gonna say we need to start to wrap up our quiet journaling time. Yes. I hope that was eye opening. I hope it helped you start to just feel a little bit better about the coming week. That's all we can wish for. Just, that we have our plan in place and things may happen to disrupt the plan, but that's okay. It's life. It is what it is. But the important thing is that we have something on paper to point us in the right direction. So, all right, y'all. Yes, I will show you a little of what I did here. And I'm trying to make just minor changes to my weekly spread. Just keep it fresh, keep it spicy. But yes, so I wrote my intention of the week. I'm trying to make this shorter. Sometimes I tend to just like write whatever comes to my mind. So, and that's not always pleasant to read aloud, although I haven't been reading these aloud as much as I wanted to. Um, but the intention of the week for this week is I intend to go forward bravely and intentionally with my calloused mind, ferocious spirit, and messy creativity. I cannot fail if I don't give up. All right, so the calloused mind part comes from I'm reading David Goggins' book called Can't Hurt Me. So he talks a lot about like going through hard experiences, very difficult, challenging experiences in order to kind of build calluses on your mind to get you through other difficult experiences in the future. So I'm trying to think about that. I don't know. Uh, and then down here, I have my little habit tracker. I put lines for the days that I don't expect to do whatever the thing is, like exercise. I'm not exercising Monday, and I generally don't on Sundays. And then I put a line here. So these are like my everyday things that I do, and then I put a line here in the job search. I'm just like, okay, I want to do a certain number of applications every day, and I want to do a little bit of interview prep every day. So, because I am not known for being good at interviewing, just no, no. So I'm trying to be better. Uh, and yeah, then I have these coming 2 weeks. I have my goals for the week, however many applications I want to fill out. 10 Udlys. Udly is what do I want to call it? It's an AI platform where you can practice interviewing. So if that is something that you are doing right now, looking for a job, I recommend it. It's pretty cool. Yeah, that's, so I'm gonna stick out with that one. And then here is Sunday. I'm just gonna read and refresh today. Got some little doodles here. That's supposed to be pop. I'm in Ohio. We say pop. All right. I know some of you guys are soda. We say pop here. And then just got my weather forecast. Got my to-dos on this side. Got my appointments on this side. And that's really it. So yes, maybe your weekly spread looks different. Maybe you don't even have a weekly spread. It's all good. Whatever works for you, you know. So this is our quote of the week. Sometimes good things fall apart, so better things can fall together, and that is Marilyn Monroe. I like that. I like that quote. I think that's sometimes you just gotta let things be what they be. Just fall apart. But the main thing is not to quit. All right. So our bonus prompt, if you would like to write this down, is what if this week wasn't, or we can apply this to last week, or we can apply it. I don't know. I write the thing. So we can apply it to whichever week you like. What if that week was not a failure? What if it was just new information? You're just researching, you're experimenting, you're practicing. What if it was just that? Okay. Mhm. All right. I'll let you think about that. Okay. Announcements. I am going to be away from home for the next 2 weekends coming up. So yes, I have a pet sit, and then my best friend is, all this, but yeah, my best friend is coming into town the last week of May. I don't feel comfortable trying to put on a live stream under those conditions. So I'm not going to do that. So my next Sunday live stream will be June 7th. So I hope to see you back here June 7th, and we will continue with this. All right. Just more of this. So it's almost every Sunday, 10 a.m. to 12 p.m. Eastern. And then next Wednesday is our admin night. So I will be here on Wednesday night for admin night. So I hope to see you this coming Wednesday evening. We just body double. We work on our tasks, whatever that is that you are working on that needs a little bit of focus and a little moral support. Okay. And that's it. If you want to say hi to me, if you want to, whatever, DM me on Instagram, email me, whatever. Uh, and please like this video. And if you're watching it later, and subscribe if you're not already subscribed. And tell a friend about what we do here. Our chill time. This is our journaling time. This is our planning time. Tell people. But I just want to thank you all so much. As always, I give you a heart. I think you all are just doing the work. You're putting in some time to give yourself a good running start for your week. And that is what is important. So, and I appreciate, some of you, yeah, we're dealing with a lot in life. And the fact that we are just here together and that you are carving out a little bit of time to make your life better, that is what is most important. And things may not always go the way that you were planned. But every day is something new to learn and something new to, just experience and grow from. So that's what I'll say about that. All right. I'm going to send you all a hug. And I got to give you all the upside down wave, upside down wave, goodbye. Thank you all so much. Thank you for being here. All right, who do we have left? Okay, Miss Ellen. Yes, Miss Ellen. We've got Nursing Geek. All right, she's already dipped out, but that's okay. I say bye to her. Okay. Wait, we've got the lieutenant. Yes, bye, lieutenant. I give you a hug. All right, good. I hope you have a good week. Yes, thank you so much. And I believe, I know we had a couple new people. All right, yes, Evolving Bloom. Thank you for joining us. It was a pleasure meeting you. Thank you for being here. Yes. And then we have J to the R. See, I said it right that time, I think. All right, J to the R. Yes, welcome. And thank you for being here. All right, bye, y'all, for real. Have a good week.